My name is Chad Hammer, and I am a cellist in the Long Bass Symphony, and this is a cello. I moved here local to the area about 3 years ago, but I was playing with the Symphony off and on since about 2004 or 5, whenever I was in the area visiting. My family has lived here for about almost 20 years now. Where I'm from, I'm originally from Greensboro, North Carolina, but I grew up moving around, not as much as a military family would have, but I lived in Kentucky for 4 years during my high school years, and then my senior year in high school I moved, thanks, and we moved to Reno, Nevada, and I graduated high school there and stayed there for my undergrad and went to University of Nevada, Reno, and then I moved to New York City for grad school and loved it, and went to Purchase College, the Conservatory of Music at Purchase College. Loved it, stayed there for 14 years, began teaching there, taught in New York City for 11 years, briefly moved to Oregon for a few years and taught there, and then about 3 years ago moved here to Sunset Beach, and I teach in Horry County schools here. My career loosely relates to music in that I teach orchestra at Ten Oaks Middle School here in Horry County. I also am a professional musician, obviously, and I have been most of my adult life, and even some of my child life. In New York I did a lot of recording and freelance work, and I was very excited when I moved to Oregon and then moved to here to get back into classical music after somewhat of a hiatus from the classical world. It's pretty hard to narrow them down, but my favorite composer is probably Beethoven. But then if you start branching out into orchestral stuff versus chamber music stuff, then it just goes all over the place. Barber, Tchaikovsky, Mozart, although he never wrote anything for solo cello. But yeah, it's really too hard to narrow it down to just one or two. Well, my cello's name is Fenris, and that's much too long of a story to go into on to why his name is Fenris. My hair has always evolved, and I'm surprised I have hair considering how many times I've dyed it and changed it and shaved it and regrown it. And my cat's name is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.